What's up, everybody? Frank Valkyria. Welcome to the channel. How you doing, you lovely human beings out there? Did you wake up this morning? Did you take some steps towards the toilet and did your things? Then it's a very good start because it means that you didn't die. Alright? Very good start of the day. There's a lot of good proposition when you're still alive. Let's rejoice all together with a sip of coffee. Alright? So let's celebrate being alive today. And let's also continue with this sort of tradition. It's not a tradition, I had to say something. But anyway, we started to check a few pages of those notes. Also, I contributed a little, of course, together with the whole pool of people which they have chipped in to buy the papers, the 6,600 papers which have been released. And I think I forgot her name. I just actually donated to that. Let's see if I can find again her name. No, it's not this. Andrea Burkhardt. Yeah, Andrea Burkhardt, I just donated as well. But she did great because she already passed the amount of $3,300. And there was actually also spare money, I think $2,000 to give to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Whatever my part went to, I'm absolutely proud of these people and the community. You guys are just fantastic. Look at this. People just giving money. I was just happy to contribute myself. And I also, of course, look forward to see the papers. Andrea said that she will release those papers publicly. So a lot of us can go through it and we can have a little bit of fun understanding and going in depth. So I really look forward to it. Andrea, thank you so much for taking care of this, and thank you so much for the community. You guys are absolutely spectacular. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. This news already made my day. So, like I was saying, we were going through these notes, which they're published here in the plaintiff's trial. And this is part of the exhibit from Johnny Depp, of course. And there's many pages that we missed, and I think they're really worth reading. It's going to take me a little bit of time because the calligraphy is not exactly clear to me. But let's start from 22 May 2015. My one and only. I shall never and more. I fall more and more for you every day. Every conversation, every laugh, every story, every debate. Sorry about these, about every debate. Again, immediately there is a sorry right there, which is a theme that comes back. Every date brings me closer to you, closer to having you, closer to knowing you, closer to the warm glow of knowing you are seeing the real me, whatever that may be. True love isn't about just the madness of passion, or instead searching the safety of peace. No, it's about having both, falling madly in love with your friend. That is what has surprised me perhaps the most, that I have seen in you the true bones of friendship and respect. But of course, is still more than before. Meant to rip you, want to rip you apart, devour you, and what the taste fritrot, that this last part actually I don't know what it means. The taste prenat, frenat, slim. I know that some of you will adjust that, will suggest that to me, and I thank you in advance. Unfortunately, I fail sometimes, so Right now, I cannot understand that. I find this very interesting, especially the part where she's apologizing, where she's declaring of, this is the true me, whatever they might be, which already alludes to something else. It's interesting because in her writing, you see how much of duality there is of transpiring that perhaps she has this problem with personalities or temperament and behavior that perhaps changes, on a flick of a switch, depending for the circumstances, to the point where she also apologizes to him already in advance while she's starting the conversation here. And also very physical, very passionate. I mean, I'm sure this person, especially when she was younger here, probably was very visceral in terms of energy, could be probably a lot to handle. I really wonder how JD managed. So as you noticed before, of course, there is the change of calligraphy, both in the size and in the style, which to me, even by not being an expert, somehow suggests a desire in wanting to appear in a different manner, as if while you're writing, you kind of want to step into a different character. So, and I think that probably inadvertently reflect into the writing without probably her knowing. I don't think she was doing it in purpose. So here there is this quote: "Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Oscar Wilde. I'm sorry, Steve. I love you. You're slim." Again, another note of apology where she's sort of writing in capital letters together with cursive a statement that refers again to herself as probably to her troubled self, and using a quote to justify what she is or what she did with Oscar Wilde. So, yeah, and again, it ties, you start to tie all those things together. Again, 22 July 2015, 7 years ago. My husband, happy honeymoon. Let's get on at this. Let's get and all this place that God himself forgot, and love and beautiful adventure. I love you so, Slim. Actually, I think I don't understand this word right here. Let's get onto, because this seems like another letter, but probably is, I don't know. Maybe it's a continuation of this. I cannot tell. Let's get on to this place. Let's go to this place. I don't know. Anyway, nothing there so much. I don't know if this one this one we also haven't read. 24 July 2015. This seems like 2 days after. Probably they're on the Orient Express, this very expensive train. I actually I saw the rates. I looked into there are some trips leaving also, I think, from England all the way to Venice, some part of this train that it's covering. And the main suite, it's a staggering like $20,000 or something. A smaller trip is like $4,000 for basically trip, which is quite insane. Beautiful, but wow, really for the super rich. My Steve, sitting here on the train, looking out Bangkok. Looking out as Bangkok fades away into the melting sunset. All right, some poetry right there, right? Opting and sipping for you, waiting for you to emerge from the bathroom in yet another questionable Satyanalaba Vaskadanabala sitting suit thinking to myself, could it be a lucky woman? Could I be a lucky woman to just because, not just because you are the man of my dreams, that I could never dream of love or more unbelievable adventure. No. What truly makes me feel lucky is this quiet moments of reflection, is the simple truth. Simple truth. It's like most of life must rewarding teacher. I'm getting confused. I know she's talking about, him probably waiting on him while they're passing Bangkok. I wonder if that really happens. Actually, they went there. I think the train, actually, this is the train that for their honeymoon, where we have the pictures that JD has like a sort of a headbutt, it seems, a swollen eye. So again, it's interesting to read in connection, if you know that they had a fight there, in connection with this writing, because you see that there are some stories going on, so you know that something happened there. August 1, 2015, again, like I showed you last time, different writing, that's enough. Your eldest book lasts long enough, last long enough, I don't know, hashtag long enough. Although I can't wait to read my note, I also couldn't wait to tell you how much I adore you. What a beautiful, extraordinary, magical, memorable, wonderful, stunning, surprisingly evolving, impulsive adventure. I couldn't have imagined a more gorgeous honeymoon. I love you more and more every passing day. Slim. I would love to read this part in black on the other side. Day 2 of book stealing, 2nd of August, I had to. My love, there is nothing on earth I love more than watching up to you or walking up to you, sweet, soft lips in my ears, and intoxicating ununderstand, marmiltest and furthest marnicht wassurandicht. I have no idea what that word is. Warmth, maybe, of your touch upon slowly climbing out of my dreams. So she's appreciating the fact that he's such a loving, caring, soft human being that likes to wake her up with cute kisses, giving away the spilling the tea on the mannerism of JD. So much for the monster, apparently. I long for that, for the most beautiful of my day. And even though we argued last night and fell asleep with hate on our hearts, or with something on our hearts, hate on our hearts, and still felt my day was only half worth having, as it missed its most treasured start, missed it sorely. I miss you and you infectious company, whether your heart grows like a plant, I don't know. Mind He's somewhere else, of course. I know things still sting in the morning, even if we manage to fall asleep in each other's arm. But all I can say to that is I hope the things said in anger, pain, were just that, and that you miss and love me too, and that is what matters most to you. You may say, okay, first of all, before I read this other part, again, you see that this is all like an introduction to basically a sorry again. It's like in several days, there is a recurring theme here of going through like apologies and making us aware that some argument took place. And then you connect with the swollen eye. You wonder then if she's apologizing for that or for some other arguments. So, but again, like already in several days, and this is actually quite telling because just in several days apart, you see how much intensity it's going on in this text, right? So I think you can already tell something from this diary. Of course, we can see this and we can study it, we can learn from it, and you understand that for sure there was a dynamic of conflict in several occasions just over a week. May say you stand by everything you said and did, and then there is nothing you can learn from this, but I don't feel that way. And it's important for me that you know that I love you and I'm sorry, I miss my man, love my husband. So I think this part we read in another video, and it's again very interesting, right? They had an argument and probably they exchanged some words, and you understand again that she's trying to kind of sway him again towards her. My Steve, you are my life, you are my all, my everything. I can't imagine my life without. Since I said for better or worse, and I will honor that, no matter what, until the wheel fall off. Isn't that what we said? I'm sorry if I shook the wheels so hard. Wow, that's again very interesting. If I shook the wheels so hard, I'm sorry. I don't know what is this. Sieve, meave, tasted. We have, I don't know, we have tasted the shooks before, I don't know, to this point. God damn, I love you, Johnny, I love you. I'm tied, I suppose, tied to you forever. You are love that, you know that. So I am husked with making, no, I am hooked with making this work for that reason and many others, of which there are many. Let me try to fix this. Wow. Sorry if I'm a little slow, but you can understand that it's a little bit difficult to read this. And again, this is over a period of time, and there is the usual recurring theme, revelation, sort of inadvertently, because she's not really giving herself away, but she's still giving herself away. She's apologizing to him all the time. She's apologizing to him all the time as well in this part. So probably a big event, something that is considerable happened, that she's trying to be forgiven somehow. Let me try to patch this. Let me try to make your heart better. You deserve it. Hell, maybe even I do. I need you. We need each other. You are my cornerstone, my heart, my whole. You are my life. I hate it when we fight. I hate having you hurt. Wow. I hate that you I hate that I don't know with this part. I hate you you are hurting. I hate when you are hurting, probably. I love you more than anything. Let me prove it. I need you. I love you. Wow, this is what a way of closing this, huh? I hate when I hurt you. So, of course, you could read this in so many ways, but at the end of the day, it ties in with all the other things that we already know, and I actually look forward to see what they have released of the new documents. So let's see how it ends here. Last night was horrible, but I refuse to let so many beautiful days, memories, love, roads built, and bridges crossed, love made, and gorgeous, happy moments made over the past few weeks be eclipsed by one bad fight. We love simply survive too. We have simply, I don't know. Anyway, love simply survived too, I suppose. I don't know. Many of them, probably we have survived many of them, and love had too much fun. Love and history to do so. I'm sorry. I can get I'm sorry. I don't know what is this. Wrong. I know. I'm sorry again. I hurt you. Like you, I can't get wicked when I'm hurt. When I feel provoked, shattered. Last night I was fault. I felt last night I felt abandoned about the life, about the Lily Rose thing. Felt absolutely humiliated. No, humiliated. I don't, maybe humiliated about your not changing or not coming home on my last night here, and was hurt, broken, and angry after many attempts in vain of my part to reciting or I don't know, or fixing or rectify the situation and make amends on the last night of what was otherwise a gorgeous trip with you. I'm so sorry for my part. This is meant to be this isn't meant to be an excuse for hurting you, because the truth is there is never a reason good enough to hurt you. You are the last thing in the whole world deserving it. Last person ever meant to hurt. Love you, Steve. Forever yours, Slim. So, wow, it took a while. I suppose this is also connected to the audio where she went outside the house that he owns in Hollywood, where the daughter was there and he didn't want to go home. So this is already like a huge declaration of a problematic relationship, a problematic connection and dynamic between two people. I mean, there must be a reason, of course. Only if you read these, there must be a reason why this person is being so apologetic. Somehow she's trying to get him to say, like, was also somehow your fault, but at the same time, she's also telling us that she's sorry for all the hurt that is caused him through her behavior, whether that's be physical. Now we cannot get that from here, but we could assume, of course, out of all the other evidence that they are together, from the pictures, of course, we have on the train of Johnny having a swollen eye, and all the other Audis, which they are connected perhaps also with Lily Rose incident, for instance. So pretty powerful stuff. I apologize if I was a little slow, but some of you probably by reading were quicker than me by trying to understand. And I really look forward to see those 6,000 pages open. Obviously, a lot of stuff probably is going to be just transcript, I suppose. So I just look for the juicy part that perhaps were darkened, or what is there. So guys, thank you so much. Let me know what you thought of this. And please, if you want, subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Ciao.